is a game object that, and we make copies of it. We call the save file prefab. So we learn how to use prefabs to fix problems in another level of our game. So basically, we learn how to use a game object um, in another level. Okay. All right. Okay. So we're entering a play mode here just to test. All right. So we are over here. There's a green square. There's a laser here. There's a pusher here. There's a red square, and then that's our destination, and it's being blocked by the door. Okay. Let's see if we move the guys over here. It's gonna open up the door. So the laser is still on, but if I move to the front, there's no way I can jump or like go to another platform. Okay, so we are gonna exit play mode. All right, and I think we're gonna fix this. So we are looking at the project window over here. The project window shows all the files that are used in our game. And these files are called assets. So this all the files called assets. There's another one, packages here. I'm not sure what it does, but we're looking just on the assets part. Okay. That includes 3D modeling, audio files, scripts, and so on. A prefab is a template game object that you can make copies of. So if you open this thing, I think it's under game, there's a folder called prefab, right? So if you open it, it's a bunch of game objects, right? It's a template of game object that you can make copies. Okay. A prefab is a type of asset, okay, because it's listed under asset. And we can find prefabs in the project window. Okay, got it. Next, select the RAM prefab. So RAM, um, oh, it's over here. Okay, this one. So so if you see the icon is looks like a box, blue box, a three-dimensional blue box. That's called a prefab. Um, okay, so it's not just under the prefab. I'm just looking material models. Okay, post processing. Prefab. Okay. Anyway, so we choose the RAM. I know what this tutorial is gonna go. I think it's gonna put the RAM here, so the guy can go up to another platform. Okay. So we can place a copy of a prefab in our scene by dragging the prefab from the project window. So by dragging the prefab on the project window to the hierarchy window or the scene view. So we can drag it over here, or we can drag it directly to the scene over here. I prefer just drag it over here, probably. This is known as a creating an instant of the prefab. Okay, interesting. So this is, I think, taken if you learn about a object-oriented programming. I think this is taken the words, the terms, the way it works. I think is taken from that object-oriented programming. It makes sense. Okay. But if you do not know anything about the object-oriented programming, don't worry about it. Okay, we're just gonna go through this, and then we're gonna like try to understand what it means. Okay, so this is known as a creating an instant. Okay, next, create an instant of the RAM prefab. Drag the RAM prefab from the project window. So you just drag it into the empty space at the bottom of the hierarchy window. This will create an instant of the RAM prefab. Okay, so I'm just gonna click, and then I'm gonna drag it, and then I'm just gonna release it there. There you go. Right? It's created there. So there's a RAM there. Cool. Okay. Or I think anyway. Okay. So now when we drag the RAM prefab from the project window to the hierarchy window, we place a copy of that prefab or a copy of the game object in our scene. There is now a ramp that our player can use to reach the higher platform. Okay, now we're entering the play mode. All right, and then we're gonna move the guy. Okay, and then we're gonna move to the ramp, and then we're gonna move to the red square. See what's gonna happen. Take notice. It's gonna push it, but it's nothing because this is too short, right? The pusher is too short. Okay, we still cannot complete this level because the laser blocks our path, right? So if you just keep on doing this, you're gonna die. Dead. Yeah. Okay. So we are going to change that. Probably gonna move this thing. All right. Let's see. Okay. Exit play mode. Next. And then we need to add another prefab to our scene to block the laser. Okay. Oh, okay. Create an instance of the pushable box prefab. Okay. So what I want to do if it says to create an instance, basically I want to drag this prefab or game objects to the hierarchical window, or you can drag it over here. But in this case, it's asking, let's see if I drag it there, drag it there. No, it doesn't want, right? So just drag it there. Now you can see under the hierarchical window, there's a pushable box. Okay, so we just created an instance. Next, this is fun. We have created an instance of the pushable box prefab, but it isn't where we want it to be. So you can see under the scene, it's just over here, right? We want it to be something here. So when this arm like ex extended, it will move it and then it will block the laser. So our guy can move in to the move forward and reach the final destination. That's the idea, right? So to move any game object, we can change the values of a component called the transform. Okay, so we're gonna do it, I think, under inspector, right? We're gonna choose it, called transform. Okay, all game object have a transform component. The transform component holds data about where the game object is in the scene, how it is rotated, and how it is scaled. Okay, so now we select the X position, set it to -2, see how it changes. There you go. So it's over here, changes. Set the Y position to 2.5. Okay. And then the Z position, so the Y is like the one going up. And then the Z is going there. The Z is 10. I think it's going to move it forward precisely. Okay. Okay. Now by changing the values in the transform, over here, the transform, we just located under the inspector, right? Of the pushable box game object. This one, the pushable box, is being highlighted. Ah, what? We have changed the position in the scene, right? So now it's over here. It's now in the correct place, okay? So now enter play mode again. And then we click, move the guy here to the green arrow, okay? And then move, go here, activate that thing. Oh, that's so cute. And then move to the goal. Yay, I didn't die. Yay! And then move to the red circle. Yay, we did it. We did it. Yoo-hoo! Awesome, guys. Okay, next. So, to recap, in this tutorial, we learned this tutorial number 4, right? The last tutorial from Unity Basics. That a prefab is a type of assets that is like a template for a game object. So it's like a copy. You just think about it. A prefabrication, it is a copy of the game object, basically. Uh, This thing is just make it more difficult. Okay, just a copy of game object basically. How to use the project window, which is basically over here, to create to see assets in our project, and then to create an instance by dragging that particular prefab into the hierarchy or into the scene. But in our tutorial, we just drag it to the hierarchy to over here. So we have reached here at the end of our interactive tutorial. To see more unit tutorial samples, click done and then navigate to tutorial projects or resources. All right, guys, thank you for watching this, the end of tutorial 4. I hope it's useful. Please leave any comments, questions, whatever on the comment section below. Thank you for watching. Cheers.